Hey, what up squad, it's your boy K-Flow, and this is another overlanding vlog. Let's get this thing started. So I'm on my way to Florida now, guys. This is actually my second overlanding trip to Florida. The first time I went down, I went through the mountains and the woods. This time I'm actually going coastal. All my campsites are going to be at the beaches. So my first campsite is over at Assateague, which is basically a beach state forest that has the wild horses right on the beaches. So that will definitely be really cool sights to see. Be doing some running, biking, and some hiking. I'll keep you guys posted with how everything goes through this whole trip. Alright guys, just got to my campsite here. So I'm here with the RVs basically, and I haven't camped on this side yet. I think I've camped on the ocean side the last time. This is actually the bay side, so there's really not much of a view, but you can still hear the water. Now I'll give you a quick tour. Oh, actually first I'll set up the campsite real quick before I do anything else, and then I'll give you a quick tour.
I feel when you're next to me, girl. Got the kick in every move, and I fought it's like a fool for you, for you. Wish I knew just what it was, but why should I make a fuss? Just stay next to me, girl, next to me, girl. Something special, don't know why, something special that I like about you.
So there's the truck, guys. I did have my bike rack there. Planning on doing a lot of biking today. So this campsite does come with these, I guess, animal safe cabinets. Since there are wild horses, they have a tendency of digging through your stuff. There's a fire ring, and it's actually a pretty big site. I mean, it's more for RVs. So that's what it looks like. It's my neighbor right there, got a gigantic camper. But yeah, that's the site overall. So I think now I'm just gonna bike around, explore the place for a bit, and keep you guys posted. So I'm at the bay now, guys. It's definitely quite gorgeous out here. A little bit on the chilly side, but shit, if you can't relax this weather and this environment, then there must be something wrong with you. So this is just beautiful. So I'm at the ocean side now, guys. This is the designated tent sites. It's definitely a bit different. Pretty much all sand that you're camping on. So there's the beach, guys. Like, as I said, these are the designated tent sites for tent camping. And then just a little bit across, going that way, you see it past the dunes. There's some RVs. That's pretty much where all like the camper vans and RVs are hanging out. But isn't this gorgeous though? So here's the beach side, guys. This is where I camped out before when I had the rooftop tent. So definitely a good spot. So there's a wild horse up ahead, guys. I'll see if I can get closer. According to the rules here, you're only supposed to be, I think, minimum 40 feet away from these wild horses. Not really supposed to get too close to these things. And yeah, these things are just like scattered. There's one right there. Yeah, these guys are just hanging out here. Look at that. So I'm back at the campsite now, guys. I'm gonna get changed. And I'm gonna try to go for a quick 5K. And for those of you who follow me on Instagram, probably see that I'm running so goddamn much. And that's because I'm training for a marathon actually in the end of the year. I think it's in October, New Jersey Marathon. So I gotta get as much mileage as I can to get the training hours in. Do this movie magic thing with the clapping of the hands and changing. Gotta go, guys.
A few moments later.
Oh man, quarter mile into the run already, guys, and my legs are burning. Jeez, that was roughly a 5-mile bike ride before I started this run. Hopefully I don't regret it in the morning. Horse shit everywhere. All right, guys, just broke the 1 mile mark. Still feel good. Now running on the sand. All right, so here's the campsite on the beach side, guys. If I had a preference, I'd go on this side. I booked this campsite way too late, so these specific sites usually get booked like roughly 6 months in advance. It's crazy. It's very popular here. So I just finished the 2 mile mark, guys. Still feel pretty good. Heading back to my bicycle now, and planning on hitting the campsite after this and taking a quick shower. All right, guys, 3.1 miles, 11:20 a mile. Not too bad. It's definitely a good burn for the day. So I am starving. Time to get back to the site.
Later that same evening.
So that's what we got for dinner, guys. I had some restaurant meal earlier this week that I need to kill off. So that's basically steak, beans and fries, and some roasted vegetables. And I'm just heating over the pan. So that's the dish right there, guys. And for beer, we have Washington's Porter. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, that's good. Hey squad, so I left the last campsite now and I'm headed over to North Carolina. Oregon Inlet Campground is where I'm going to. So this is another beach campsite, and I'm excited to see how everything looks over there. It should be pretty exciting. I think it's starting to warm up too. Last night was pretty cold actually, so I had the heater going in the camper, and the camper was definitely nice and toasty. But as far as temperature goes, I think it's supposed to warm up to like 70s or so in like North Carolina, as well as like the Georgia region. So this should be good. So I just got to my campsite here, guys. A little bit on the chilly side. Chilly as in like mid-60s, so I'm probably gonna throw a hoodie on. But this is Oregon Inlet, North Carolina, and this is what my site looks like. Give you guys a quick tour, and then I'll also set up camp. So it looks like these sites are for RVs, back-end trailers or whatever. It's a back-end trailer right there behind me, or I mean in front of me. But it's long and kind of thin of a site. So I have this whole sandbar here, got a picnic bench and a little grill, and I have pretty much a walkway all the way to the beach there. So I'm gonna go check that out in a bit too.
I feel when you're next to me, girl. Got the kick in every move, and I fought us like a fool for you, for you. Wish I knew just what it was, but why should I make a fuss? Just stay next to me, girl, next to me, girl. Something special, don't know why, something special that I like about you, about you.
So taking a quick walk to the beach now. Let's see how it looks. Wearing flip-flops this time. Yeah, the dunes here are definitely quite tall. It looks like there's at least arrows that tell you where to go when you're over here. So campers over there, but it is a little bit of a walk to get to the beach. All right, I'm here at the edge of the dunes. Definitely a little bit of a walk to get from the campsite to get over here, but not too bad. And walking on sand is actually pretty tiring, so getting here was probably about, I want to say, like a 3-minute walk. Oh, it's so nice. That water is a little bit cold, but it's nice though. It's beautiful out here. So it looks like the sand has some type of black tint to it. I'm not sure if that's charcoal or something, or what kind of minerals in the sand it collects. But if you guys know, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below, because that's really cool, having like a two-tone to the sand. So I'm back at the campsite now, guys. Let's see if we can get a better view from the sky. So as you can see from the sky, everything is just quite gorgeous. It's actually warmed up a lot. I want to say now it's roughly in the 70s. Still debating whether I want to get into that water. It's about 3:49 right now, so I think the peak of the heat will probably be around 4:30, at least judging by how it typically is in New Jersey. So for now, I think I'll just chill, have a beer, enjoy the sand, and I'll probably walk around a little bit randomly around the beach. So after that, I do have about 7 miles to run today, so I got to get that mileage in. But until then, I'll relax and enjoy the beautiful weather out here. Definitely gorgeous. Oh yeah, beer time. Let's crack this open. Cheers, everybody. Oh, that's delicious.
More moments later.
So I'm about 2 miles in this run, guys, and my mid run stop, my checkpoint, is this Bodie Island Lighthouse, which is about 3.5 miles from my campsite. So at least there and back will be pretty much 7 miles. So hopefully I don't run out of gas before then, but it's at least a cool day and I'll take a few more videos. There's the lighthouse, guys. Just a little bit past these trees here. There it is, guys. I'll go take a closer look. So these are the marshes right next to the lighthouse over there, guys. How you doing? Back to the front of the lighthouse here. So I think about 3.5 miles in now. Run that at about 40 minutes. Definitely gonna be rough running back, but yeah, that's part of training, right? So that's, I guess the official name is Bodie Island Light Station. Back at the campsite, guys. Jeez, my legs are friggin' burning. Ooh. I just broke personal record too. Apparently this is my fastest 10K. So roughly I did 6.62 miles in a little over hour 15 minutes. Not bad. But yeah, that was at least good that the weather's not too hot, so I would have been passing out on that road. So I'm just gonna stretch my body out and then make myself some dinner.
Later that same evening.
Alrighty, guys, so that's for dinner. We got basically, oh, just dropped the fork, some roasted vegetables, and I guess it's like a beef fried rice or like a beef casserole. So it was pretty good though, guys. With a victory beer. Cheers to everybody. Ah, that's good. Got a little fire pit going. They don't allow for wood fire pit, so I just filled that thing up with some charcoal. So back on the road again, guys, and I'm leaving actually fairly early from my campsite, roughly almost 9 right now. But it was a pretty rough night. There was a mean thunderstorm that kept going for a few hours. The camper was shaking and it was basically raining sideways.
Ollie? It's raining sideways!
There's a bunch of power lines down too in the area. So I think for now I'm just gonna try to get to the campsite early and set up camp and have lunch there. I haven't been actually having lunch at the campsite. I've been doing like quick stops since it's much easier to just pick up food along the way when I'm driving. But yeah, here's some of the down power lines here. Hey guys, so I just got here to Carolina Beach State Park and I'm actually just cooking lunch right now, finishing this thing up. But apparently checkout here isn't until 3 p.m. and I got here like, I guess, a few hours too early. So the people who are on that site are still there and they said they'll give me a call hopefully in the next hour or so to let me know that the site's ready and cleaned up and good to go. So in the meantime, I'm just making lunch and I'll probably do a bike ride around the area too to explore the place a bit. But for lunch, okay, so we got, guys, we got some roasted broccoli, same roasted broccoli that Bill prepped before, fried rice with garlic, and this is like apple and I think they call it pineapple and bacon sausage. This has a little bit of kick to it, so this should be really good. That's what the final plated dish looks like, guys. Delicious. Not supposed to be drinking at this park. I think it's supposed to be a dry state park, so I probably won't do it until later in the evening when I'm having dinner. But cheers, everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying this vlog.
1 hour later.
So did a little bit of biking. It's a pretty small state forest here, so now I'm gonna do a little bit of a hike and we'll see how it goes. So this is the Cape Fear River. So looks like I just got to my campsite, guys. Give you guys a quick tour. There's the truck. Definitely a pretty big pad here with a fire ring. So that's nice. Take the bench. Neighbors over there and over there. So it looks like I can kind of hike back there. See what it looks like past this tree line. Nice. This is a good chill spot here. It's almost like sand cliffs. Goes down onto the beach. Yeah, that's really nice here, guys. Oh, that's a great view. So the truck's set up. Time for a beer. Another Washington's Porter. Cheers, everybody. That's good.
A few moments later.
So this state park really isn't that big. So I'm gonna explore the local town now. There's really not much. Made it to beach now, guys. Looks like your standard beach town. I mean, the hotels are pretty much lined up behind me, as you can see right there. But it's kind of empty, to be honest. There's really not too many people roaming around right now. Yeah, there's barely anybody around here. So what's really nice, guys, is that there's a little bike path that goes from the campsite to the town, and it's really not that bad of a ride. I think it only took me like 10 minutes to get from my campsite to the boardwalk, so it's like really close. All right, guys, so I did pick up some bubble tea from town, and now I'm sitting by the river, and I'll fly the drone in a bit to get some aerial views of this area to show you guys how everything looks.